Hello, hello.
But don't change the channel. Yeah, you don't.
Hello, hello.
Hello. Hello.
Jai Jinendra, everyone. Welcome to Pathshala orientation. We are so excited to share, the Pathshala activities and Pathshala curriculum with you all, and hopefully we can answer all your questions. So we'll start with 3 Navkars. If I can request everybody to just get up for Navkar mantra, and if you're wearing shoes, if you'd like, you can remove your shoes for the Navkar.
ॐ नमो अरिहन्ताणम् ॐ नमो सिद्धाणम् ॐ नमो आयर्याणम् ॐ नमो वज्रायाणम् नमो लोये सवसाहुणम् एसो पञ्च नमोकारो सर्वपावपणासनो मङ्गलानं च सवेसिम् परमं हवै मङ्गलम् परमं हवै मङ्गलम् ॐ नमो अरिहन्ताणम् ॐ नमो सिद्धाणम् ॐ नमो आयर्याणम् ॐ नमो वज्रायाणम् नमो लोये सवसाहुणम् एसो पञ्च नमोकारो सर्वपावपणासनो मङ्गलानं च सवेसिम् परमं हवै मङ्गलम् परमं हवै मङ्गलम् ॐ नमो अरिहन्ताणम् ॐ नमो सिद्धाणम् ॐ नमो आयर्याणम् ॐ नमो वज्रायाणम् नमो लोये सवसाहुणम् एसो पञ्च नमोकारो सर्वपावपणासनो मङ्गलानं च सवेसिम् परमं हवै मङ्गलम् परमं हवै मङ्गलम्
Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. So we'll start. Thank you everyone for standing. While they are setting it up, we'll just give a brief introduction. We are the Pathshala activity coordinators, and myself, Dhwani.
I'm Shweta.
And I'm Vinita.
So happy to see all the kids here and sitting nicely and quietly listening to us while they set up. Avi, you ready? Um, yeah. Yeah, that's fine, yeah. We are just going to talk. All the organizations, all the Pathshalas, even at our homes, the three main principles are value, mission, and the vision. So we are just going to talk and give a brief introduction of the values, vision, and mission that we follow here at Jain Center in Pathshala. So I'll start off with the vision. So here we believe that passing on Jain tradition and values of centuries and blending them with today's compassion is our vision at JSSD Jain Pathshala.
Our mission is to promote Jain way of life and spiritual growth in a fun learning environment by teaching Jain principles, rituals, and through the practice of introspection and meditation.
And I'm going to walk you through the values of our Jain Pathshala. Hi, everybody. Our teachers and mentors are striving very hard to create a compassionate environment, not only through their actions, but also through their thoughts. We respect every culture and all the religions around the world. Above all, we follow Anekantwad. There is multifaceted view to any given story, and we try and strive best to hear everybody's opinion to make sure we have an open culture, open communication, and we can listen to everybody's view. As Audrey Lorde said, it's not the differences that divides us. It's our ability to accept those differences, celebrate them, and respect them is what is the root cause of the problem. Therefore, our Pathshala teachers are working very hard to create a unified environment that serves everybody. And above all, the three Jain principles, aka our jewels, that is Samyak Darshan, Samyak Charitra, and Samyak Gyan. We follow this all through our Pathshala. Thank you.
We'll hand over to Tejal. Thank you.
Thank you, ladies. Thank you so much. Please give a big round of applause to our activity team coordinators. And before we start,
Jai Janendra.
Jai Janendra, everybody. You can now take your seat. Thank you so much. Well, thank you for coming here today to find information of how to enroll yourself or your children to Pathshala. We are humbly we are very humbled by your presence. So thank you so much. Could we please go to the slides now, please? So before we start our program today, I just want to take you guys through, next please. I just want to take you guys through the agenda for the day, for the next 1 hour basically. And this will kind of help you plan around today. So we'll first start with our beloved president, EC President Manish Bhai, who is here. We'll start with his address today to our entire Sangh. We'll go through some of the basic Pathshala guidelines that we all adhere to, following by meeting a lot of our teams, which includes our food coordinators, our language class, as well as academic class teachers, and activity teams, treasurers, etc. We'll also meet our student liaison, which we have just set up. This has been set up for our past students who have been part of Pathshala in the past, and we have found a way to network with them. So we'll talk about that more. And then towards the end, we'll talk about all the important and significant dates and events that Pathshala shares with this community, and welcome new volunteers. And we do have a Q&A session towards the end. So I really request everybody to be patient for the next 1 hour, and most likely all your concerns, doubts will get clarified during the info session in the next 1 hour. So with that, I would like to welcome Manish Bhai to please come on the stage and address our Sangh.
Jai Janendra, everyone. Can you all hear me? Yes. So I wanted to start by saying Mathen Vandami to Saman Ashwini Pragyaji here, who has blessed us with his presence. So let's give him a big round of applause, because we are so happy for him to be here. He'll actually be here with us through Parishan, guiding us through. So please take labh of that. Now with that, I know there'll be some heavy topics coming in, so I wanted to start with something very light. Can we show the slides, please? Okay, the slides are there, so let's go to the next slide. So I wanted to welcome all of you to the Pathshala orientation. And let's go to the next one. I have a question for all of you. Can you all see properly? Can you identify the year this picture was taken? 1 year ago? Yes, that's exactly correct. Any guesses? 2014, that's one. Okay, next. That's wrong. Next.
2023, she still looks the same.
This picture could have been taken any year, by the way. But this one was taken in 2012, January. And Parul Ben was standing, I think, I want to say, right about here. Okay? So second, part 2 of the question. Why is everything behind her covered with all this beautiful decoration? Do you guys know why? No. This auditorium was a church auditorium, and there was actually a baptism tub right behind that. So I think if you can show that here. So right here, from all the sides, it was actually where they actually have a baptism ceremony. So the tub gets filled with water. You have to climb up from there. I think some of you may remember that. If you have been here, I think Parul Ben definitely remembers. I think all the coordinators who have been here, that long remember. And the reason why I want to show this picture is that since then, in last 10 years, we have gone through so many changes. A lot of it is done by Pathshala team, by JSSD team. And so for each one of this, we have a story associated, right? So just a quick raise of hands. Who are absolutely new to JSSD Pathshala this year? Okay. So I think I see like 5, 6, 7 hands. Welcome, first of all. And second, what I encourage you to do is build your own stories. Because I think if you talk to every volunteer here, they will tell you, hey, I was there when this stage was built. I was there when these curtains were being sewn on, right? Everyone has a connection to the facility. And that's why I urge you to volunteer. So I know the Pathshala team is going to talk about all the Pathshala related things. But I want to say from a Jain society perspective that, again, one more question coming. How many employees does JSSD have? Big zero. We have no employees. We still put almost 50 events together. Pathshala alone does like 22 events a year, right? So none of this is possible without volunteering support. And so that's why I'm urging all of you, if you're not a volunteer, please be a volunteer. If you need work and no one is given you, come talk to me. I have lots of work for everyone. Definitely do that. And if I see you standing, I'll come talk to you and say, hey, can you help with this? Because we have been setting records after records every year. We have now almost 160 members this year. Last year, I think we had about 125 or so, roughly. So the Sangh has been growing, Pathshala has been growing. I'm told we have in excess of 58 families who have registered, and I think there are a few more registering today. So again, the message here is this entire JSSD, including Pathshala, runs because everyone volunteers, everyone finds something that they like to do. And so please do that. Anyway, okay, let's go to the next fun question. Go to the next one, please. Okay, so our connection, Meghavi and I, our connection through Pathshala is through our daughter. So that's our daughter, Mehak. That's a teacher. I took this picture. I think some of the folks are here. Parul Ben is here. That's Meghavi. Rahul is here. Kokila Ben is here. Okay, so read the question. Identify the student who has been failed by a teacher in the history of Pathshala. There's only one student who has failed. And this is a trick question. Is Ami here? Okay. She is very gracious. So, okay, so I took the picture. So I am the one who actually took class 1 year and I failed. Even though they gave me, like a consolation prize. No, this was Mike's was our own thing. I took the picture, so I'm not in the picture. That's why it's a trick question. And so I took Ami and Pritish's class. It was a very enjoyable experience. So for every parent who comes here with their kids, I would encourage you to even join the class. Even sit in a couple just to see how you like. And trust me, you will love what you learn. You will love the interaction, and you will love mingling with all the other parents. Okay. So that's as far as the questions. I'm almost coming up to my end of my presentation. Let's go to the next one. So as I said, entire JSSD runs because of volunteering. Please volunteer. Treat the center like your home. So whatever needs to get done, get it done, right? That's okay. I think they are here to make noise, so no worries. And this is probably for parents who are here, who come to drop kids off, who come, and kind of wait while the kids are in class. I think the second slide says that your kids are watching you, okay? And this is something I have seen myself. So if you volunteer, if you do things without, just go out and say, hey, what can I help with? What can I do? As you do that, your kids are watching, and our daughter watched us for 10 years, and I can see that practically in my life and in our life, what difference that makes, okay? So again, the message is, parents, please volunteer, please help out the Pathshala team. Simple things like, doing RSVP on time. Very simple. But that saves the food coordinator so much time to chase folks, So it's nothing too much that we have to do. It's just doing it so that volunteers can actually focus on other things as well. Okay. Last thing, as a president of JSSD, your safety is my foremost concern. Any event, any day, any time. Okay. So if you have young kids, please watch them very carefully. When you are at the center, please make sure that they don't go out in the areas where they are not supposed to. If they are playing in the playground, you should always be mindful. Even things as simple as, when you head out when you come into the center, please drive carefully. When you head out, I've seen a number of you actually drive through a shortcut on the first light. Please don't do that. You have to wait at the light and then make a right turn. All these are little things, but very, very important safety-wise. So please make sure that everyone is safe here when you come here. So my heartiest welcome to everyone. My kudos to all the teachers and Pathshala volunteers. I wish you a great year, and we will support and help and do whatever needs to be done to make this Pathshala year a very enjoyable experience for you. So again, with that, welcome. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Manish Bhai, for motivating our Sangh and sharing such amazing information with each one of them. Could we switch back to the other slide and get to the basic guidelines for Pathshala? Well, Manish Bhai did cover most of our basic guidelines, so I would just like to go through some of them with you that wasn't covered. So as you already might know, but for those who are new, Pathshala happens every first and third Sundays. So it's not alternate weekends, it's first and third Sundays of every month. And we start our classes with an assembly where we do some laughing exercises, sometimes yoga, meditation, and we start our classes from 10:30 up till 12 a.m. is when they are part of their class, where they learn Jain values as well as language, and language is mandatory for all kids. We obviously then get to our lunch, which is one of the best parts we all enjoy. Every member of the family who joins a class has to register. So if you are 4 people wanting to join, all 4 of you need to register for Pathshala. It is $75 this month, and it is mandatory to be a JSSD member, and I think we've sent that in our message multiple times, that you have to please sign up for JSSD membership before you sign up for Pathshala. You also probably know through our emails that each family is supposed to be signing up for 1 lunch date and 1 cleaning date. Now, this date could be the same date or could be different date, but every family is responsible for that. Those who are unable to take a date are asked to pay for a donation, but we'll get to that later in the Q&A section and elaborate more on the donation part of it. Senior students are exempt from lunch volunteering, so all they do is register for Pathshala, and they're welcome in any of our adult classes from level 5 to level 7. We do have a youth committee for our high school students. So if your kid is about 14 and wants to join the youth committee to get some volunteering hours, we'd love to help them. We must tell you that our youth committee currently is making a great impact in all of the events and all of Pathshala work and support. We do a lot of events here for our Pathshala families. We do Diwali, Mahavir Jayanti. We do Mahavir Jayanti is an EC event, but most of our kids do perform in Mahavir Jayanti. So it's something that all Pathshala students do look forward for. We do annual felicitation events where we certify all the students once they've graduated the whole year. So we also have, just as Manish Bhai mentioned, following the fire code, and now that we are growing as a Sangh, we have some policies that we would like every family to follow. So no student under the age of 18 is allowed to be outside roaming around in the center when the classes are on. So basically from 10:15 to 12, when the classes are on, they are not allowed to be outside in the play area or any other room on the premises. Children 10 and under will not be allowed in the kitchen when the food is getting served. So if it is your hosting turn and you have little children, please have your spouses or your friends take care of them. It's for their own safety. We do not want them around, the fire or any heat, or, we don't want them to be harmed by anything. So please ensure that children 10 and under are not allowed in the kitchen during the lunch hour. And again, because of fire code, we do not allow any cooking here in our kitchen. So most of the food by families gets cooked or gets served by caterers. You are, however, allowed to heat it. And all of the heating, starting the burner, the ovens, etc., needs to be done before the lunch is getting served. So right when the kids start flowing into the dining hall, we really encourage everybody to turn off all of those heating elements so that the students don't get hurt. So with that, with the Zomato rating of 5 out of 5 and Grubhub rating of 6 out of 5, I would like to welcome our next team, our food coordinators, to mention the most delicious part of our event. Priya Nahar, Shweta Doshi, and Swati Maru, who is the new entrant, but you are all solo today.
Thank you, thank you. Jai Jinendra, everyone. As sweet as it sounds, yes, we are the food coordinators. We try to bring in, new ideas, new things, and, good food to the table. We do encourage everybody to basically treat this as a lunch, and when it is your lunch turn to, serve the Sangh, it's once in a year, so, we try and do as much good as we can. Every Pathshala year, just right before a week or so, we send the evites out to everyone, and we would encourage everybody to please RSVP. And I cannot emphasize it enough. We are a growing Sangh, and we almost have about 150 to 180 people attending Pathshala every alternate Sunday. It is a big responsibility for everybody who is hosting the lunch for that day to bring in so much of food. Just to bring the right amount of food, or going under the food or going over the food, it's just a lot of hassle to manage that portion. So we are encouraging everybody, please RSVP by the Wednesday of that week. Plan your Sundays where, you are able to know, if you are going to be attending Pathshala or not. Other than that, if you have RSVP'd, we also encourage you to please check. There is a reminder that goes on a Friday. And if any plans have changed, please go and change your RSVP. This will also help us, quantify the food and manage food better. We will also be sending the spreadsheet out for everybody to take a look at it and see who your partners are. We will be coordinating with each and every one of you if there is a swap needed, or if there is anything else needed where you need to know your partners or change any dates for cleaning or everything. So me, Shweta, and Swati, we are here, to help everybody. We'll be there in the first few minutes of Pathshala, you can coordinate us, those times or during lunch times to basically, let us know if there is any change needed. Other than that, we are also looking for a lot of volunteers to help us with, food serving, food cleanup. There are 4 families this year, and everybody will be pitching in, but I think if we all come together and help each other, it will just make the task go really smooth in the end also. My one other very humble request is we have a lot of, small and big children here at the center. And if there is anything that you feel like has gone, on the floor, or if there's anything spilled, please take some papers and, clean it right then. It becomes a very big task for everybody to clean it later on. So, just being mindful of using the center as our home. We spend a lot of time here during the whole year, and considering this as our own place and using the place very mindfully. With that, I don't have Shweta and Swati with me, but we will be addressing a lot of other questions and things during our Pathshala classes, during the other Sundays. So please reach out to us if you have any questions or if you need any help from us. Thank you, Jai Jinendra.
Our food team actually dedicates their service to making sure that we leave with our bellies full after every class. So thank you so much for that. Without further ado, we'll start bringing in our lovely teachers. We'll start with our language classes first. So I would like to welcome all of our Hindi teachers on stage to introduce themselves and share to you about what they teach in Hindi to your lovely students. Please welcome Dipti Jain. Mics are open. They'll give you the mic. Sonal Jain. Shilpi Bharil. And Aishwarya Mehta.
थैंक यू तेजल. नमस्ते, प्रणाम. आप सभी का बहुत बहुत स्वागत है इस साल के पाठशाला में. मेरा नाम दीप्ति जैन है एंड दिस इज़ माय 3rd ईयर इन पाठशाला टीचिंग हिंदी लेवल 1 स्टूडेंट्स. एंड थैंक यू सो मच पारुल आंटी एंड ऑल द पाठशाला टीम फॉर गिविंग मी दिस अपॉर्चुनिटी to teach the kids here, and I'm enjoying so much. And like Pathshala is a beautiful setting, and it teaches all the Jan values, how to make our kids better human being, and also we learn our regional language. And my daughters just love Pathshala. Hindi level 1 class gives a great opportunity to interact and speak about a variety of things around us that we do, and not only enjoy and learn to speak in Hindi, but will also learn to express themselves and pick up new vocabulary. Now I would like to welcome Shilpi Bharil and Aishwarya Mutha for joining us this year. Aishwarya will say a few words first.
Jai Jinendra, everyone. Thanks to Dipti for introducing me. As Dipti mentioned that I will be joining her in Hindi teaching classes, I have been coming to JSSD since 2011. In my early years of JSSD journey, I used to teach level 1 class and had really good time with the kids. I would like to thank Parul Aunty for giving another opportunity to join Pathshala teaching group. This year, mine and Dipti's goal is to do more interactive sessions with the kids and help kids to make basics of Hindi stronger. Now, I would like to hand over mic to Dipti as she will explain more about curriculum.
I want to share a little bit more about our Hindi curriculum. We will continue practicing our Hindi Varnmala this year again. We will do read and write. Also, we will focus on matras and forming small words this year. We will try to make poems and stories based on our Jan values. And I would also like to mention during MJK event, our kids performed on Mile Sur Mera Tumhara.
and they had great fun learning about different states and languages of India. So we had year-ending projects. Like last year, we did one Mala project. So similar things we will continue doing this year. This class will help build confidence in speaking Hindi while having a better understanding of the language itself. We will share other information and Amazon link for the book in our WhatsApp group. So, like I just want to welcome everyone, new families, and welcome back all the existing families of Pathshala. Thank you. Now I will hand over to Shilpi. She will.
Thank you, Deepthi, and thank you, Parul Aunty and Pathshala team for reappointing me again as a Hindi teacher. I think I left 2017 or 18, and I had a good experience teaching kids, and I would be fortunate, and I hope that I taught something to kids when I was a teacher. I will be joining Sonal for level 2 Hindi class. And we will be working more on this year, more like interactive lessons. For me, the best way to learn any language is to speak in Hindi or speak in whatever language you're learning. That's what I experience at my home. And make sure, this is a homework for parents also. Sometimes parents think, okay, just drop them in the class, bring them back, is their duty. No, that's not the way. To have a command in language, the best way is to talk in Hindi or to talk in Gujarati, whatever language you're learning. The best way, you make a time, maybe 15 minutes, 20 minutes a day, and just talk to them and make sure that you are acting like a student with them. So when you talk, they will talk. When you correct them, the words, the vocabulary, they will remember it. That's what I do at home. When my kids start talking in English, I say, what? I don't understand what you're saying. Then they understand, okay, I have to talk in Hindi. That's why mom is saying like that. Then they start talking in Hindi. So that's the way I would request all the parents, once we start our classes, I would request whatever homework we give, please work with them, make sure, just find out 10 minutes in a day, 15 minutes, whatever time you have during dinner, lunch, whenever, and talk to them in Hindi, pure Hindi, no English words, and like make them understand. That will help a lot. That's what I think, and I do it at home. And the last thing before I hand it over to Sonal, there is a question for all the kids in Hindi. Simple question, I'm sure you all know. भारत की राष्ट्रभाषा क्या है? Say, raise your hand. Say it. भारत की राष्ट्रभाषा. Yeah, stand up and say. Hindi. Okay, what is Rashtra? Yeah, so what is the meaning of Rashtra? No. So Rashtra is national, Bhasha is language, right? And Bharat, of course, everybody knows, India. So Bharat ki Rashtra Bhasha, say Hindi hai. Very good. Thank you, everyone. I'll hand it to Sonal.
थैंक यू शिल्पी. सो भारत की राष्ट्रभाषा हिंदी है, इसका मतलब हमें हिंदी आनी चाहिए. So, as a Hindi level 2 teacher, I joined this Pathshala last year, and thank you so much, Parul Aunty and the Pathshala people who believed in me and gave me this opportunity. So, जैसे शिल्पी ने कहा कि हमें कोशिश करनी चाहिए घर पर भी ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा हिंदी में बात करें. जितना हम हिंदी में कॉन्वर्जेशन करेंगे, उतनी बेहतर हिंदी हम सीख पाएंगे. सो लास्ट ईयर हमने क्लास में कुछ छोटे छोटे प्रोजेक्ट्स किए, क्विज़ेस किए, कुछ नई चीज़ें इंट्रोड्यूस की, जिससे बच्चों को हिंदी सीखने में मज़ा आया. और सबसे ज़्यादा अच्छा पार्ट मुझे ये लगा कि बच्चे हिंदी सीखना चाहते हैं. सो व्हेन किड्स कम टू यू विद दिस, यू गेट इवन मोर मोटिवेटेड. सो इस साल हमने ये सोचा है कि इंटरैक्टिव हिंदी, कॉन्वर्जेशनल हिंदी के साथ साथ वी वुड focus little bit more on to reading and writing, मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि एटलीस्ट थोड़ा बेसिक हिंदी रीडिंग राइटिंग बच्चों को आना चाहिए. दैट बिल्ड्स देयर कॉन्फिडेंस इवन मोर. And as Shilpi said, I again request to parents to speak more and more Hindi at home. और हिंदी से related किसी को भी कुछ भी questions हो, anything, they can always reach out to any of us. Thank you so much everyone. सभी को मेरा धन्यवाद. और at last हम एक छोटी सी हिंदी में पोएम बोलना चाहते हैं, हम चारों हिंदी टीचर्स. गर्व हमें है हिंदी पर, शान हमारी हिंदी है, कहते सुनते हिंदी हम, पहचान हमारी हिंदी है.
Thank you.
धन्यवाद. धन्यवाद.
Fabulous. Thank you so much, Hindi teachers. Now, last time before inviting our Gujarati teachers, I tried speaking a little Gujarati and I literally failed. So, I'm going to try again, but this time just in a few words. Avi jao beno. So please welcome our Gujarati class teachers, Ketal, Bhumi, Shweta, and Lisa. With a little round of applause, please. Thank you.
So, Jai Jinendra everyone. મારું નામ લીસા ગોપાણી છે. હું લેવલ 1 ટીચર છું, કેતલ, અને હું બંને સાથે વર્ક કરી રહ્યા છીએ. પણ આજે કેતલ અવેલેબલ નથી. અને લેવલ 2 ટીચર છે ભૂમિ મહેતા. અને લેવલ 3 ટીચર છે શ્વેતા દોશી, પણ શ્વેતા દોશી પણ અવેલેબલ નથી. સો યા
ઓકે, લેવલ 1માં કેતલ અને લીસા, સોરી, જય જિનેન્દ્ર એવરીવન, માય નેમ ઇઝ ભૂમિ. લેવલ 1માં લેવલ 1 ગુજરાતીમાં કેતલ અને લીસા બંને કક્કો શીખવાડે છે. કક્કાનું ઇન્ટ્રોડક્શન લેવલ 1માં થાય છે અને ત્યાંથી બાળક શીખીને આગળ વધે છે લેવલ 2માં. ત્યારે હું એમને લોકોને સ્વરની ઓળખ આપીશ. એનાથી આગળ જશે ત્યારે શ્વેતા જોડાક્ષરની પહેચાન કરાવશે, ઓળખ આપશે. એવી રીતે અમારા 3 ક્લાસ આવી રીતે બટાયેલા છે. ઓકે, હું વધારે નહીં બોલું આની અંદર, પણ અમે એને એક ફન વેમાં ગીત રજૂ કરવા માંગીએ છીએ. તો અમારી સાથે બધા ઝીલાવજો. થેન્ક યુ. એ હેલો મારો સાંભળો પાઠશાલા પરિવાર, હેલો મારો સાંભળો પાઠશાલા પરિવાર, માતૃભાષા શીખવાડે ગુજરાતી ટીચર 4, મારો હેલો સાંભળો જી, હો જી રે મારો હેલો સાંભળો જી. હે લેવલ 1 શીખવાડે કેતલ શીખવે ક ખ ગ, લેવલ 1 શીખવાડે કેતલ શીખવે ક ખ ગ, લીસાના સથવારે આગળ વધશે બાળક, મારો હેલો સાંભળો જી, હો જી રે મારો હેલો સાંભળો જી. ઓકે, હિન્દી ગુજરાતીમાં સમજ નથી આવતી, કઈ વાંધો નહીં, એટલીસ્ટ તાલી તો પાડી શકે છે બધા. હે 36 અક્ષર શીખવે સાથે પ્રાણી પક્ષી નામ, 36 અક્ષર શીખવે સાથે પ્રાણી પક્ષી નામ, નવા નવા આઈડિયા લાવે એ કેતલનું કામ, મારો હેલો સાંભળો જી, હો જી રે મારો હેલો સાંભળો જી. હે કક્કો શીખી આગળ જાશે બાળક લેવલ 2, કક્કો શીખી આગળ જાશે બાળક લેવલ 2, ત્યાં ભૂમિ શીખવે સ્વરો એમને અ આ ઈ ઉ, મારો હેલો સાંભળો જી, હો જી રે મારો હેલો સાંભળો જી. હે જોડાક્ષર શીખવાડે શ્વેતા લઈને લેવલ 3, જોડાક્ષર શીખવાડે શ્વેતા લઈએ લેવલ 3, વાંચતા બોલતા શીખશે બાળક થાઓ ટેન્શન ફ્રી, મારો હેલો સાંભળો જી, હો જી રે મારો હેલો સાંભળો જી. હે વાર મહિના રંગ ઋતુ શીખશે સૌની સંગ, વાર મહિના રંગ ઋતુ શીખશે સૌની સંગ,
ખુશ થઈ જાશો જોશો જ્યારે MJ કે ફંક્શન મારો હેલો સાંભળો જી ઓ જી રે મારો હેલો સાંભળો જી હે બાળક બોલે ગુજરાતીના ટીચર મારા ખાસ બાળક બોલે ગુજરાતીના ટીચર મારા ખાસ જ્યારે બોલું ગુજરાતીમાં ટીચર કે શાબાશ મારો હેલો સાંભળો જી ઓ જી રે મારો હેલો સાંભળો જી હે આ રીતે ભણાવશે કેતલ લીસા ભૂમિ શ્વેતા આ રીતે ભણાવશે કેતલ લીસા ભૂમિ શ્વેતા હાલો ત્યારે મળીએ જલ્દી લેંગ્વેજના ક્લાસરૂમમાં મારો હેલો સાંભળો જી ઓ જી રે મારો હેલો સાંભળો જી ઓ જી રે મારો હેલો સાંભળો જી
Yeah, lastly, thank you so much, Pathshala Parivar, for giving this opportunity to us. Thank you so much.
હું એક નાની શાયરી કહીશ જ્યાં જ્યાં વસે ગુજરાતીઓ જ્યાં જ્યાં વસે ગુજરાતીઓ ત્યાં વસે ગુજરાતી
Thank you so much. Thank you, ladies. Thank you. I think हमको पूरा orientation musical कर देना चाहिए. It will be so much fun. All right. So now that we are done with our language classes, we'll move on to our level 1s to level 7. So teaching our tiniest generation from ages 5 to ages 8 is our level 1. Please, with a big round of applause, because they really have a lot on their plate, welcome level 1 teachers on the stage. Sangeeta Vora, Shweta Doshi, and Shanta Jain. Shweta Parikh.
Hello.
Thank you, Bhumi and Lisa. I think you actually showed the essence of what it feels like to be in Pathshala classes. I think all the Pathshala classes, kids will have same amount of fun and we will all say shabash to them. So, I mean, they showed the spirit and yes, I think it should be as musical as possible. So, I think we will do something similar. And then if you all remember the first slide, I just saw it and I was like, this is exactly what I would think is that we are the bridge between what Mahavir Swami Bhagwan has taught many, many centuries ago and what the kids will learn and what they can follow in the times to follow. So it's a compass, today's compass, in today's world, how we will make sure that it's relevant to the young kids and how they can understand it. By the way, I am Sangeeta Vora and I have been a level 1 teacher for some years now. Thank you. And I am a mother of one college kid and one middle schooler. So I think I've done quite a bit of parenting to get a flavor of a parent as a teacher. And I also have very good friends and experienced teachers with me, Shanta and Shweta, to help. We all feel like all the kids, irrespective of who they are, their uniqueness, they are all welcome in the class and they will all benefit from it. So we welcome all of you and we hope that all of you, whoever is in level 1, please come in the orientation session and we can talk more then. Thank you.
Hello. Hello. I'm Shanta and this is my second year teaching in JSSD as a Pathshala level 1 teacher. And I have 3 kids and all my 3 kids have been coming to JSSDs since I moved to San Diego in 2012. And I feel that Pathshala is a very important part growing up as kids to be part of Pathshala. And I have seen that they are always enthusiastic to come to Pathshala on Sundays, and my kids look forward to being here. I always enjoy teaching kids. I love teaching kids. growing up, I thought at, back home in India with my father, young small kids, and even when I was in Seattle, we had Pathshala, we started Pathshala, and so I feel I'm fortunate to be here, and thank you, Parul Aunty, to giving me an opportunity to teach level 1 kids, and I'm excited and I look forward to this year. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jai Jinendra.
Thank you, level 1 teachers. Please note that for our level 1 to level 4 classes, the curriculum will be discussed during the breakout sessions that will happen right after our orientation. And it will happen in their respective classes. Without further ado, let's welcome level 2 teachers, Amisha Sheth and Priyanka Doshi on the stage.
Jai Jinendra, everyone. Mathavandami Samniji. Hope everybody is ready for this upcoming Paryushan, and I hope everybody is in good chata. So let me introduce myself. My name is Amisha Sheth. I joined Pathshala 10 years back when my elder one started kindergarten. And I joined as adult. I also joined the class, adult class, and that's how the journey began here. This is my 6th year in teaching in level 2. So first of all, really thank you, Jain Society, putting this infrastructure community and giving all of us an opportunity, especially to the kids, to bond here, grow here, practice the Jain values. So I really appreciate. So thank you each and everyone. Lots of volunteer. Without that, it's not possible. And thank you, Parul Ben, for giving me this opportunity to serve and nurture these young brains. And one thing I really would like to share that I really love teaching here because it gives me an opportunity to do my own swadhyay and to make the learn and practice these things with them. Especially this level 2 kids is like age of mostly 8 to 11. So it's really one of the curious brain. They ask the question, they amazed us. Of course, a little bit naughty, but it's really fun age. Their brain absorbs the things like really quick than what even we can think of. So I really enjoy this journey with them. So usually in a level 2 class, of course, Sangeeta Ben and Santa, they build up the level 1 kids with fundamentals and we kind of try to build on top of it. And then we start with some of the stutis and then we kind of try to make it interactive. That's what I'm trying to say here. To make it interactive, Priyanka always comes up with fun ideas, fun quizzes, and really fun games. That really kids wait for that. So with that, I'll pass it to Priyanka.
Jai Jinendra, everyone. I'm Priyanka. I've been level 2 teacher. I think this is my 5th year this year. And first of all, I would want to thank to everyone, to Pathshala coordinators and everyone for giving me opportunity to come and teach here and for constant guidance that Parul Aunty gives on what to and how to teach. I find it at least helpful a lot in that direction. And yeah, Amisha takes the hit of teaching values, but I really go there and have fun. I come with quizzes and I see the kids are so excited to answer, so competitive to answer, and then just get a grasp of what they are learning, how they are learning, and really this age, like Amisha said, they just absorb things like sponge, and they literally, like whatever they do, they translate it to their lives, and they come back with so interesting questions for us. It reinforces Jainism just in me, just teaching them. Yeah, that's all.
So we will have a breakout room, so I would request every parents to try. Please come over, we can have a discussion, what we are planning to cover this year. So I really appreciate and then see you there. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, level 2 teachers. So now moving from Barbie fans to Oppenheimer fans. From level 2 to level 3, we have a drastic change. We have a male duo who manages our level 3 classes. Please welcome Jignesh Doshi and Sagar Bhai on the stage. Sagar Shah on the stage.
Jai Jinendra, everyone. Mathian Vandami. So, really excited for this upcoming new year of Pathshala, and really fortunate to be part of level 3 Pathshala class. Many thanks to Parul Ben. She has been, I taught with her and learned with her for almost 10, 12 years before I started teaching more independently in the class. The things that I really like is the values and moral values and how we all grow with moral values and then apply Jainism to that. That both are interrelated. A long time back, I was not very aware personally about Jainism, and I did not know Jainism had the concept of Adar Pap. We did Pratikraman all my life. I never went to Pathshala, and I never understood the basic concepts of Jainism, and I'm really excited that in this country, with the Jaina syllabus that we have, we can impart this amazing curriculum to children, help them reinforce that we have a very nice scientific religion, and that's the other part which I really like. I had learned quantum physics. I am not an expert in that, but there's this wave-particle duality. And if you know, there's like light is a wave and light is particle. And then when I was reading Dravya in Jainism, it talks about particles. And that fascinated me so much. And then there's so many other concepts. So this year, a lot of curriculum is going to be based on scientific experiments also, because there's a lot of abstract concepts of soul and karma, which we have to visualize with the kids and then help them understand what these are and what the interactions are. So it's going to be a fun class. Besides that, we'll have quizzes, and Jignesh is not here. He had to be out today. He challenges kids with very out-of-the-box questions, and he thinks like kids, which is very interesting to me. So really fortunate to have Jignesh with me in the class, and thank you all for this wonderful opportunity also. I grow myself by teaching here, but yeah, looking forward to this exciting year, and we'll have the breakout session in the class, so please come and we'll go over the curriculum that we'll teach. Thank you.
Thank you, Sagar Bhai. Sharing the path of light for our lost teens with his wisdom is Parthiv Parikh, our teacher for level 4. Parthiv Bhai, please come on stage.
There's a spelling mistake, by the way. It's Parikh. What's in the name, right? So it doesn't matter. So hi, I'm Parthiv. This is my second year teaching our, young and dynamic teenagers. So I'm very fortunate actually to hopefully, be a, stepping stone, right, where they can learn some values and apply them in, their high school and their life. Because most of the times, after this level, they go to colleges, right? So they can carry on these values. Like I said last year also, and what Manish Bhai echoed, I started Pathshala when my kid came to the level 1 Pathshala, and I was the one who was standing outside, right? And I got encouraged to actually join Ami and Pritesh's class, and it was really a fundamental change in my life and an eye-opener. So I would really encourage, either of the classes, right, you can attend. I think there is level 6 and level 7, whatever suits you actually. But don't stand outside like I used to. Just go inside. It will help you a lot. So that being said, I want to make sure that the hour the kids spend with me, right, I want them to really be collaborative. That's what the environment we have in our classes. Some of you who are part of the Jain function where we had the Tattva tank, it's a testament to the kids, like how much they have learned and applied in their own way with minimal guidance actually from me. So thanks to all the level 1, 2, 3 teachers who brought them to that stage, right? And hopefully I can help them, do a little bit better, and apply these principles in their daily life. So I'll also have a breakout session. Please feel free to join and ask the curriculum. So our topics are generally a little bit more flexible, open. I ask them what they want to go deeper into, because these are high school kids, they don't have too much time, right? So I want to make sure that whatever time they're here, they learn what they want to learn rather than what I want to teach them, right? So that way they are encouraged and motivated to actually come, and I think the group is like extraordinary. So I'm really actually one of the fortunate teachers who got such a nice group. Thank you, kids.
Thank you so much, Parthiv Bhai. Just wanted to say you do make an impact by teaching our teens. I think at their stage of life, they need this guidance a lot. So, showing the light and wisdom to adults is obviously a very difficult task. Changing adult mindsets is what our next levels do. Our adult class teachers from level 5 to level 7 will be up next, starting with level 5, Parul Kothari. Parul aunty, please come on stage.
Pranam Pujya Shamanji. I'm Jayachinandra. I used to teach teenagers before, and now the switch from last few years has been the beginners for the adults. We realized that talking and being with the teenager kids always gave a sense saying that our parents don't know, they don't value, they don't want to attend. Why are they forcing us? And that's how we started thinking about it and making a curriculum for the beginners of Pathshala. And in this beginner level, what we are trying to do is it's three kind of C's, right? Conflict, confusion, and clarity. How we can bring it to them. It's a beautiful guideline that can build your own way of thinking and the right way of thinking. So I enjoy that class. I request all the parents that please join this level to begin with. We have a 3-year program for level 5, which clears most of the basic concept. And then they can advance to level 6 or 7, whatever they like. We try to cover in this session the basics of Navtattva, which brings about also how the universe is. What is the concept of Jainism? Where did we come from? What is the purpose? Hu kon chu kyathi thayo chu swarup che maru kharu. We talk about that. We talk about the basics of karma. We talk about bhavanas. We talk about even 18 pap. We talk about puja. Also, there are so many questions. Is puja better? Is ritual better? Is swadhyay better? What is better? Should we do this first? Should we do that first? These are the kind of confusion. Even when we talk about contentment is a way of life, there is like, Parul aunty, if we talk about contentment, then we'll become passive in our life. I mean, do we want to be that? And do we want our kids to think that way? But then when we make them understand passive does not mean passive. I mean, contentment doesn't mean passive. You come and learn. We also, there is a conflict. We say, ek dravya bija dravya no kahi kari nathi shaktu. Means one soul is not able to do anything for the other soul. Means apna karma apne bhogan. Means we are the ones who incur our own karma. At the same time, we also say sarva jiv paraspar upagra. Means we are all interdependent. How these two things work? We clarify these kind of questions. Please come and attend level 5 and be part of it. And we will go through this journey together. So welcome everybody. And we'll talk more. If you have any questions, I'm going to be hanging around in Cultural Hall. We can talk more about it. Thank you.
Thank you, Auntie, so much. So our level 6 class is run by a couple, husband and wife Jodi, Ami and Pritesh Vora, who unfortunately were not able to make it here because they are in India, but they have sent a sweet message welcoming our entire song. So we'd like to play that for you, please.
My name is Pritesh Vora.
And my name is Ami Vora.
And we together have the pleasure and honor to teach the level 6 Pathshala class. at Jain Society of San Diego. Sorry, we are not there in person with you today because we are celebrating Paryushan in India. Before we talk more about level 6, the key advantage which I have experienced of attending these Pathshala sessions is that it provides a very modern, comprehensive, and practical approach of practicing Jainism in our day-to-day life.
So in our class, we have covered topics like Chhadravya, Navtattva, Art Karma, and Gunasthanak. We are intending to work on the Bar Bhavnas as mentioned in the Shastras in the future sessions. So I highly encourage everybody to join the class because it's very interactive. We encourage a lot of questions, a lot of discussions. It's not a one-way session. It's a very friendly environment. So you definitely will not feel any pressure and everybody will enjoy studying together, growing together spiritually, including us. So we are also students in our own class. So I definitely encourage all the parents, all the young adults and everyone attending Jain Center to please come and try one of our Pathshala classes and I'm sure you will not regret it.
Before we wrap up, I would like to leave all of you with one thought. Please think on these 3 simple questions. Who am I? Where did I come from? And what is my true nature? If you seek answer for this, we will discuss more in our level 6 Pathshala class from October 1st. Thank you.
So see you there. Jai Jinendra.
So a strong believer of Jainism and believing in its practical use is our next adult class teacher. She's been a mentor and a core pillar of Pathshala itself for a really long time. So a big round of applause for our level 7 adult class teacher, Kokilanti. Kokilanti, please come on stage.
Matena Vandami, Sramanji. Jai Jinendra and Pranam. I'm Kokila Doshi. I teach level 7. By profession, I'm a professor of economics and international business. But by passion, I'm a teacher and a student of Jainism for last 30 years. You heard from Manish the story, the history of Pathshala at our center year 2011 or 12. I will take you back to the year 1993. That's when we started our Pathshala. 30 years. This year is our celebration for 30 years of Pathshala. That was also the year when we incorporated as a non-profit JSSD organization. And I requested to the first EC that we want to have formal Pathshala classes just for children. And I still remember the smile on the faces of the members. Oh, will you do it separately? And I said, yes, we have very dedicated people here. And this was also pre-Jaina books. We did not have any books published at that time. So we started Pathshala with 6 students, 3 of my own, and from the community, slowly, I started it from my home. And the reason basically was that on Sundays, we were doing Stavan with my children. And one day we did Ao Dev Mara Suna Suna Dwar, Chandan Bala's song. And my daughter told me that can we do this every Sunday? And that's where we talked about it and by the time the word spread, we had almost 30 students. We were, if you look at the Sunday, 10 o'clock Pathshala starts, 9 o'clock we go to Kinko's, get Xerox copies for children, translate from English, from Gujarati to English for the young children. And that was the time, because we started it in English, that was the time when all Gujarati speaking, Hindi speaking families got together. And this was also the time when our budget was less than $100. So we were all kind of, trying to have the functions. We didn't have money to rent the hall in school. And still, we did Trishla Devi's dream in one of the warehouses of a company. And we slowly built our Pathshala students' foundation by teaching them the philosophy, the principles, the values, and we engaged them in dance dramas. First one, Trishla Devi's dream, Nem Rajul, Mahavir Swami, the soul's journey, and so on. So this, we have come a long way. And we went through a lot of struggles, but our resilience is so much, and thanks to the Pathshala teachers and for Parul to carry on whatever the seeds we had sown, now we see this as a mature tree, and we still wish to have future growth. So, 30 years, you are almost a mature individual, usually in a successful career, right? And Pathshala is the same way. So I see my dream fulfilled, and my heart goes out to all the parents, their dedication, and how consistently they have brought their kids to drop them, pick them up, and initially a lot of resistance and everything, but still we have this Pathshala going very strong, and we would like all of you to volunteer in whatever way you can. Support this activity. It's a noble activity. Our future generation is getting the seeds of these Jain principles, and you will see, like I remember when I was attending Pathshala, I did not know how it will turn out to be at the age of 30 or 40, but all that learning comes back. And that's what will happen to your kids also. And they will also participate in promoting and preserving our heritage. And that is the goal here. We expect support from EC, TC, JSSD members in whatever the role you are. Please support our kids in learning the basics of Jainism. Coming back to my level 7, we have covered a lot of topics like described by other teachers as well. 6 dravyas, we did Nav Tattva, 6 Avashyak, 12 Anuvrats, and we have done Bar Bhavna and 14 Gunasthanak. Last year we started with 9 fundamentals again, and this year we will continue the discussion of 9 fundamentals. As far as my level is concerned, my students, they do a project, and that project also involves practicing something based on whatever the theme we pick up, They practice, for example, 6 avashyak. They pick one of the avashyaks and do that for 3 months. And after that, experiential learning, they report it in the project as well, and they can continue beyond the class. So I would like all of you to join Pathshala, whatever the level, and please support, as I said, in every way, tan, man, and dhan. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kokila Aunty. As I was mentioning earlier, and as Manish Bhai very well put in the beginning of the orientation, we have multiple volunteers here who wear multiple hats and help out whenever they can. The next couple slides are of those volunteers. We'll start with our Pathshala treasurer, Rekha Aunty, and then, Pathshala liaison, Sangeeta Bain. Can you please come on the stage? These volunteers are usually not seen by the Sangh member because they're always working backstage. So could you please come on the stage and just say hello to some of our new volunteers, motivate them, and just tell them that if they have any reimbursement, who they need to go to.
Jai Janendra, everyone. I've been here in San Diego 30 years back, as Kokila Ben said. She started Pathshala 30 years back. My daughter started going there. And I feel like I've been with JSSD and with Pathshala forever. I attend Kokila Ben's class, 7th level. And I'm senior, and I see here all youngers, I think you should all join the Pathshala. You must. It's like who was saying that Parthiv was saying that he was standing outside, so we should not see anybody standing outside. They should be in Pathshala. But I thank you all the teachers. We have amazing, talented teachers, and I'm so proud of all the teachers, Pathshala, EC, TC, everybody that make it happen. And please, let's grow together. Thank you.
And Rekha Ben has really helped us with keeping the books, maintaining a really, what you call it, imperative accounting, whatever we do at Pathshala. We can't thank her enough for the transparency that creates because of you. Thank you. She's only extremely sincere in every way. Everybody knows Rekha and how she is. So, I don't right, Manish Bhai? She wouldn't take any checks or reimburse if they don't show the receipt. So it's like Pathshala really is in good hands from that angle. And here we have Sangeeta Ben, a parent and avid advocate for Pathshala. She is shy in speaking, but she's taken a big no on the stage, not otherwise. Otherwise we can all sit and we can listen to her. This is a big project that she's taking upon. That was one of our vision, to gather all the students, ex-students, our alumni, and create a great opportunity for JSSD wherever they are. They are right now rising, shining, doing so many things. And it's a lot of work, but she's going to get all of them together, who started like Kokila Ben says 30 years ago, who were our students like Ami, and get them back involved in Pathshala. So thank you. You want to?
So what happens is, my daughter used to come here 10 years, from 10, 12 years. And I noticed when they go to college, they kind of explore for a year, but then they start looking for similar values, students. And that is very important, we think, that they connect other Jains, or at least connect with Pathshala student who went to different colleges, but still they could be connect with each other, talk about their experiences, and learn something from college students. So they can teach the younger student what to expect for college and how to connect further, not just the college, the students who already left and been 30 years, and they can teach, the college students that what to expect, how to connect, and be proud of Pathshala alumni.
Thank you. I get opportunity to meet past students many times. Last week I had coffee with one of the students who is now in Bay Area working in Google, and he says, "Sure, auntie, would like to connect back." They want to connect back, but we don't have any avenue how to. So we are taking upon us to get all of these people back connected. Thank you.
Thank you.
Jai Janendra, everyone. I have a plea for all the parents who come here. At the outset, let me say, Michami Tukadam, this is impromptu. It is a plea, personal plea from me. If anything that I say sounds critical, I ask for forgiveness. My request is for all the parents who come here to please join one of the adult classes. Friends, we are very, very lucky to be born in Jain families, to know the basics of Jainism, and we are blessed with this center, this Sangh, and above all, really, really awesome teachers who are so compassionate and very deeply spiritual themselves. I see that a lot of the parents who drop off their kids, they're just waiting outside, chatting, browsing, and my request to you is, please join Pathshala. I can tell you personally that it has made a life-changing difference in for me. I'm a professional like most of you. I have also been an entrepreneur. I launched a startup, and I can tell you from personal experience that Pathshala and the resulting reflection has helped me tremendously in dealing with pressure, expectations, stress, above all, my ego. And it truly, truly would not have happened if I had not had a deeper meaning of what Jainism is and how awesome it is. So, I want to say that Kokila Ben is such an awesome teacher, but Parul is an even more awesome person, so resilient, so energetic. Pritesh and Ami are probably the most sweetest and knowledgeable couple that I know. So you have actually 3 options to pick from. How cool is that, right? But please try and make an attempt. I can tell you that I've been in adult Pathshala pretty much since my kids joined Pathshala about 2007 when they were old enough. And it makes a difference. My kids are now, one is in college, one is about to go to college. And I can tell you from personal experience that their interest and desire for Jainism continues to be strong, and I would like to think in no small part because they see their parents in Pathshala. And otherwise, I feel, I have seen, and again, I don't want to be critical, but there is a good chance that your child's interest in Jainism will drop towards the end of high school, and all of us will be poorer for that. Jainism is a lifelong discovery of who I am and what is the purpose of my life, right? So again, all you have to do, there's nothing to recite, nothing to memorize, no exams to give. All you have to do is attend and introspect. We live in an age of AI, so all you have to do is attend and introspect, nothing else. So once again, my humble plea to all the parents, please, please, please join Pathshala. One last thing. I know that the Chinmaya mission up in Orange County, they make it compulsory for all the parents to attend Pathshala if their kids are in Pathshala. I don't know if Parul Ben would make such a strong or strict diktat, but it is something really worth considering. Yeah? So once again, from the bottom of my heart, Michami Tukudam, if anything that I say sounds preaching or judgmental, I'm not here to judge. This is just an observation and reflection. You are my friend. You will always, always, always be my friend. But I say that you will grow tremendously if you join Pathshala. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Hello. Thank you. Thank you. Hello. Hello. Thank you so much, Rahul Bhai, for your insights. He's one of the adult students, so I hope you guys got motivated. One of our dear volunteer is bidding us farewell. And just so that his service does not go unnoticed, we want to honor his service for the past 15 years and give him a memory and a plaque for it. So for that, I would really appreciate if Soham Bhai, if you're here, Soham Bhai, please come on stage. And to do the honor of giving the plaque, I would really love to have Parul Aunty and Sagar Bhai on stage. Soham Bhai, if you're here, please come on the stage.
Hello. 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 So, Jai Jinendra, everyone. We are really thankful and proud of all the work that Soham has contributed to Pathshala. And as we have heard about stories of Pathshala, how it has grown, no one may know the Pathshala registration process, how wonky it was before. And everyone always appreciated and loved coming to Pathshala and functioned really well. So there is no issues about that. But as Pathshala grew and more families came, there needed to be a system in place that made it fair for everyone to make sure that you are taking your turn and you're not just by mistake forgetting what you are doing and what you're volunteering for. And just to mechanize that and bring that very well together, Soham actually pointed out to us that there is, and he came with a suggestion that there is something that I can help with, there is something that we can make as an improvement, we can save a lot of time. Earlier what used to happen is you used to sign a piece of paper on a Word document that's printed, and then most of the parents would remember to bring the check that day, and the registration is done. For those who have forgotten, most of the time we forget. Then it's not because we don't want to pay our dues, and then it's just like going in circles, but everything was okay. And he was like, we can make this better. As more families come, these problems will grow. I have a solution. We'll make it as a web-based form. We'll create options, and payment will be done right there. Even incorporating the PayPal account and everything, like working with the EC team, getting all that sorted out, and through multiple EC teams also doing all the work. So it is a great honor, and thank you for putting a system in place on which maybe future generations and other improvements will continue to happen. But this was a very, very big and important thing that we had to put in place. And without his, not just complaining, I know like many people are complaining, but the complaints never came to us. Like he came with a solution and saying that I will volunteer for this. So really, really thank you very much, and carrying it for 15 years without.
Yeah,
so.
That's exactly I wanted to say also, that he never let us reach any complaints. With patience and all the queries, and with lovingly way he dealt with all in the issues with parents regarding registration, lunch, money, thankless job, and he has taken out hours and hours to do that. I haven't seen he's one of the few ones who has really dedicated and like heart and soul to Pathshala. We are totally grateful for everything that you're doing, and will continue to do some in future. You are not away from Pathshala, but this particular way, also some of you don't know, he used to be a great teacher and teach also at Pathshala. So, I mean, you've been wearing so many hats, and very honest and very transparent guy. You don't find such people and such volunteers for this long. We are totally grateful and in debt for everything that you've been to Pathshala. We love you a lot, Soham. Please accept a small token from us.
Thank you. Well, Sagar pretty much stole all my words. So, I thought this will be kind of an opportunity to reflect back. Of course, everybody has seen registration system, so I'm not going to go there, but maybe just I will take this opportunity to share a little bit of that journey. It kind of started with, so Sagar and I go a long way. We are friends actually. And one day we are sitting and Sagar mentioned that, okay, now we have lack of volunteers and lack of teachers and how we'll continue Pathshala. And to me, Pathshala is the most important, I cannot emphasize enough, part of any chain sunk where our future generation grows. So I decided to step up. My son was he was just born maybe. But I decided to step up because it was important cause. And thank you for that opportunity. The journey was very interesting when, like Sagar said, when I started, we didn't, pretty much we used to do a lot of manual things. I was asked to do this registration part, and then I realized so I started with as just a simple word form, and it was kind of to my surprise, it was a lot complicated than I thought. Basically you have three parts, a registration form, then the page, the check comes, and then the turn of the signing the lunch and cleaning and all that stuff comes, and everything was completely separate. So it's easy for people to forget, and it's very hard to compile everything and it's done right. So initially it was kind of, it's unintentional, but it used to happen that some family used to miss the signing up. And that's where I sat back and said, okay, maybe make it honor system, or make sure if we want everybody to sign up, then make the system so that everybody signs, and that way, it's a fair and square system. And then, basically we kind of progress over the time. It was pretty iterative in the sense of 1 year it was just word form, and another year, we made it a little bit more spreadsheet-like, and then eventually we came to a point and said, okay, we need to make it a little more fancy, a little bit more easier, because registration used to last 3 months, 4 months. So, and slowly, we started introducing the registration system, which kind of, big change that happened almost 6 years. So, yeah, and then, one day, then EC president, who is now EC president, came and said, hey, it seems Pathshala should take care of everything, including registration, payment, handling, and everything. So, it was a kind of a challenge. We are not ready to do that. We are teachers, not just trying to help with the religious angle of the things and Pathshala, not the administration angle of the things. And then we kind of we had started thinking what to do, and then we said, okay, if it's really the Jain society wants, maybe we need to do it. After enough trying, we realized we should do it. So then we started this registration system, which is kind of mostly you guys have experienced. The beauty of that registration system, the registration that used to last for 3 months, 4 months, this year, we did it in 1 day. Yeah. Right? So hats off to all the parents, all the families. Long story short, we made a very interesting journey. There were always challenges, but there was always an attempt to make sure that the system stays fair and square for everybody, whether you take the lunch, whether you take the fees, whether you need to switch in between. So we try to bake in as much flexibility as possible. Same time, we wanted to make sure if we have some process, everybody follows. And that's how we are here. And then time change. Current president wants to take it back. So and personally, I felt that was that could be done, but timing was wrong, and that's where my mind and heart said, maybe you should find something else. So thank you very much. I really appreciate. Thank you, Sagar. Thank you, Pralvin. things happen. I'm leaving for a reason, due to process. No problem against anybody. I really appreciate everybody I came across. Every one of you are awesome people, and keep doing what you're doing. Thank you.
Thank you, Soham. You have been through the journey with us. It's unforgettable, and what we have achieved because of you is also unforgettable. Thank you.
Hello. Our next slide shows our Pathshala activity team. This is the team, I'm so sorry. The next slide does show a strong person, and you didn't have to get down, you have to go back up again. But yes, before we get to our activity team, we would like to mention that we here running all of these teams have a manager. Our manager doesn't come in tie and suit, but she comes in a sari and she makes sure we meet our deadlines and we do take care of all our roles. We be the best to the children that we are serving as well as to the community. And that we all follow fairness and non-judgmental love towards everybody. So please welcome our Pathshala Head of Operations, Parul Aunty, to share a few words about Pathshala.
Thank you, thank you. Pathshala in San Diego is rocking. It's just because of you all parents. A big round of applause to all of you. Every decision that we make, you guys are really, really helping us and not questioning in the way, and supporting us. So thank you for all your time and dedication. Without parents, we could not have done anything. But what can I say about the whole Pathshala team? I mean, no words. We have amazing teachers you can see from the age of Kokilaben to young parents with nice ideas. So experience and new ideas and thoughts combined together is making this Pathshala even more special. We have awesome activities that we do here and cannot thank enough from my heart to all the activity coordinators. Say thank you. The food coordinators bringing great ideas. So this Pathshala is unique from few ways. One, we have also now seen, we teach compassion. We teach our students that we need to help homeless and charity work we have to do. This Pathshala is also going beyond that in today's day and time and learning what is compassion in other ways than that we have to continue. But compassionate towards our Mother Earth, environment. Here, all the parents are taking turns one time in the Pathshala year to wash the dishes, and we are not using paper plates or styrofoam plates. A big hand of applause to all the parents for that. It's only probably in this Pathshala that we are doing it. I haven't heard anywhere else. If they are doing it, it's great. So that's uniqueness about this Pathshala. We are also here motivating people to come and bring more awareness for today's mental health issues and other kind of issues, so that how we can be more compassionate towards other people, other kids, and learn from that. So we are also, as a Pathshala, doing that kind of work. We are also teaching here to be independent, but we are also dependent on each other. The independent, the individuality, identity of your own can remain intact, but we need to be grateful. We need to have a hobhav for others and other things, not only people. Again, environment. Our young teachers also are teaching, I'll just quickly give an example. When we're talking about compassion, what are they saying? There is, I'll give you an example, that a dust in Sahara Desert, it reaches to Amazon forest. How that is possible? And what does it do? What does this dust do? When it rains hard, all the planktons and microbes there, their nutrition is washed away. And this dust that reaches there is providing that nutrients. So from this example, we are trying to say that we need to be thankful for every little thing that is around us and be grateful for that and have the unity. We can have the way we look here, we can have our different way to worship and pray, but we are united here. Whenever we have teachers who want to teach or new teacher, I don't remember ever asking any teachers, are you Digambar? Are you Shwetambar? Are you following this one? Are you following that one? No. Here we are non-sectarial. We are totally non-sectarial. And we are Jains first. We are under Jaina banner, but all the teachers have the independence to teach in their own forum. Also, if you visit now all the rooms, almost every level, even level 1 requested, we are going to have monitors that they can use to teach the children. We are also walking with the time here. And anything that we do here, like Tejal said it before, that we do laughing exercise and all that. What is it? The smile? What is it? It's a rule in Pathshala that everybody should keep a smiling face during the Pathshala hours. Just a smile brings warmth. You know? So these are the things that we do here. But the Pathshala is growing. We had like 90 plus students, and this time I'm hoping we have 100 plus. So very, very thankful and happy that you all are coming here. I also would like to bring Tejal on the stage here with me. Please, Tejal. As we are growing, you know, from last 6 years or 7 years, I've been asking everybody, can you please help me with being the co-coordinator? Do please, please. And everybody says, Parulanti, if you have any work, we can help you with it. But this responsibility, right now, due to some or the other reason, I'm not able to take. And then the angel comes, and she's helping me through being the Pathshala coordinator with me. Please come here, and I cannot be immensely thankful for all the workload, everything. You guys can notice everything that she has taken over and given me relief with working with the teachers and curriculums that we do. I cannot be more grateful for all your commitment to Pathshala.
I'm like your child, auntie. So we are all your children. So yeah.
And here also, like we are also having like training sessions with teacher. What to do, what not to do, how to do. It's not just me. We take ideas from them. And actually the kids have given us so many ideas, right? So we learn from every individual, not just other people, but also from the kids. I have attended so many international conferences with the teachers and regional conferences, and we have come up with ideas how to make Pathshala here a better place. And without all your support, it's not possible. So another slogan here, this time, Paryushan is coming up. I liked what Joel Austin said. Can we practice law for ourselves and love for others? So what does it mean, law for ourselves means? Can we restrain ourselves? Can we not be angry? Can we look at ourselves? Can we be non-judgmental? Non-judgmental is the aspect. If we are non-judgmental, we accept people as they are. So we are trying to follow that law. And love everybody means forgive their mistakes, forgive their shortcomings. So can we practice that, especially this Paryushan, law for ourselves and love for others. With this, I will give to Tejal to say something.
Thank you, Auntie, for your humble words. I'm just very grateful for this opportunity, and like every other volunteer here in all of the different teams, I am very ecstatic to be able to provide my services for a community that is so giving and so amazing. And I think JSSD is probably the best thing that's happened to most of us. Our kids are flourishing in this environment, and seeing that our families are happy with each other, I think there is nothing else that that I wish for. So thank you, everybody. Your contributions, your participation is immense and amazing and impressive. So thank you, everybody. Keep volunteering and keep giving seva to this community that's giving us so much. So that's all I want to say. So thank you. We'll move on to our next slide now. The next team that's up on the screen is our Pathshala activity team. This team is also the behind the curtains team that works tirelessly pulling all of our major events, which are Diwali, Gyan Pancham, workshops, and our annual event where we felicitate everybody. I would really love if our Pathshala activity team could just come on the stage or come here in the front and say hello to everybody so they could see their faces. We have two missing, unfortunately, due to wellness issue. However, I'm just going to say Dhwani Vora. Please say hello to everybody. Shweta Jain, Vinita Chaudhary, and we are missing Khyati Shah and Deepika Mehta today, but they also are, an amazing part of this unit, of this entire team. Being mindful of time, we'll move through the next few slides really quickly. The next slide talks about all the dates we will have our Pathshala classes on. Along with the events that we will host, three of the main events we would want to mention that are run by Pathshala are Diwali, our January workshop where we teach kids, and our Diwali is obviously, along with Gyan Pancham. So we actually do a whole Gyan puja, and we have our kids in our rooms, go through that entire process. So it's a guided process. Hello. It's not working.
Hello? Hello.
So, and Diwali and Gyan Pancham actually brings a lot of talent from our community. We do Rangoli art, we do amazing competitions like Create a Tirth, etc. So we see participation not just from kids, but from the entire families. And it's one of the, the most, an event that's coming really soon. And Auntie will share some more about how it was, created.
It just, the reason and that thought came to bring the philosophy of Anekantvad, that, all the colors that we see, they're all different colors, means people have different views and ideas. We need to accept everyone. When we put all the colors together and make a Rangoli, it looks beautiful. So acceptance, that was the thought, how we started that. And with the Gnan Pancham, so it's, who is our, exactly we always say, who is the culprit for stopping us to grow for our spiritual journey? And that is ignorance, agnan. Gnan, we call it, is the most important one. To understand that we are praying, because I don't know if you guys even know that after Paryushan, Gnan Pancham festival is the most known in Jains, what we do. So, knowing how to bring that, understanding and appreciating and valuing, we have it every year.
Next event that we do is our January workshops, where we come up with our event team, basically activity team comes up with, some learning and enriching idea every year. Last year, for example, we helped our kids build a 108 bead mala with their own initials so that they could also do Navkar Jap at home. And before that too, we have done several creative arts as well as activities with the kids during our January workshop. We have taught them sutras, yes, right, Auntie?
Everything.
And, do you want to shed some more on that?
No, that's fine, because we keep on taking different kind of subjects every time. so that we can guide our kids when they grow up and go to colleges and move in their life, how best they can utilize it.
Correct. And it also helps inculcate the Jain values in their day-to-day practical life too. So those workshops I feel are very essential and important. Moving on to Mahavir Janma Kalyanak, which is a big event that happens here at JSSD. And most of the kids from Pathshala, they all participate through their language classes, doing Hindi songs, or through their regular classes, doing performances where there are sometimes 50 to 70 kids here on the stage performing in front of our entire Sangh. And I personally think that's a big deal. Those kids not only spend time to come here and perform, they put countless hours in rehearsals, before that too, and also in a communal way bind with each other.
And this is what they remember. When I meet the students years later, they say, oh, I participated, like Kokila Ben said, our name Raj will play. So they remember those things, Chandanwala play, they remember. And they remember the story and understand that through that. It's very, very powerful.
Correct. And our last event is our annual felicitation event. After finishing a year, we throw a huge theme-based graduation ceremony for all our children, both kids and adults. This ceremony is where we give them gifts, certificates, and a great time to have fun. So our activity team sets out lots of games or competitions to just bring the entire community together.
Right. So we before used to always create a theme, because we learn from the students also that when they are with the others outside, the community other than the Jain or Indian community, there is some hesitation. So we introduced like a whole event like Mexican style. You dress up like Mexican, eat Mexican food. What is the reason? That we can blend with them. We are not different. At the same time, we can value our own integrity by having Jain Mexican food or any kind of those activities. That's why we promote those things, so that when our kids go and work with other community, there is no restriction. They accept everyone, at the same time keep their own individuality. Like one time, my son had to sponsor food where I was working in company in Bay Area, and he called me saying, "Mom, I don't want to order non-veg food. What do? I don't want to even hurt other people's feeling. What do I do? Because I want to be mindful." Then he only came up with the idea. He sent everybody a text message in his company saying, is it everybody okay if I order environmental friendly food? So that was a beautiful way of doing it. So we are learning from them, and we are advocating. So these are the things we do it by doing annual day. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Auntie. So that's with the key events. Can we move on to the next slide, please? So every year we have Sangh members joining our amazing Pathshala team, and we want to obviously extend a warm welcome to them. We would like to welcome Shilpi Bharil, who is joining our Hindi class, Aishwarya Mutha, who is also joining our Hindi class, and Hindi teaching basically, and Swati Maru, who is joining our food committee this year. We are still looking for one more person to join our food committee, so if anybody here is willing to, willing to volunteer their time, please reach out to us. Thank you. And with that, I just want to give this quick information that parents who have kids in level 1 to level 4 will have to go to their breakout sessions with their teachers. However, not right now. After Samanji's address to our Sangh, we have been very humbled by his presence today. So right after the Q&A and Samanji's address, we would then head out to our breakout sessions.
શબનજી મથેણ વંદન શબનજી તમારો ટાઈમ જમવાનો ને એનો થઈ ગયો છે તમને પહેલા તો અમારે ક્વેશ્ચન આન્સર્સ ને છે પછી તમને બોલાવું કે તમને હમણાં ઓકે
so we got can we okay, so this is the breakout session map.
Jatin, we want you here.
So this is the breakout session map. Parents, just note where your classes will be. Level 3 is right by the Digambar Mandir. It's the changing room. Level 1 and 2 is the south room, which is right by our dining hall. and level 4 is in the back house. And we have labels in front of all of those classes, so you will find that easy to get to your class. With that, I would like to start with the Q&A. But before you guys ask us some questions, we already received some and we would like to answer that. And I think that might resolve most of your concerns and existing queries. So we were asked, I don't want to...
Just a second. She's going to ask the questions, but I definitely want to say that here we are relentlessly working for the Pathshala parents and to make this Pathshala better forum and help the parents. We keep on doing some changes that can be helpful. So please cooperate with us, and we are also watching out for you. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Auntie. Yeah, so as Auntie said, we are here to work for you and to make everybody's life convenient and comfortable. So with regards to this question where somebody asked, I don't want to pay the $400 for food and cleaning. I would rather volunteer for both. So we got this question from a couple of families. So we wanted to make it convenient for them. What we are doing this year is, instead, we have 16 classes that are happening this year, and that is excluding the events that are happening. And in those 16 classes, there are 3 families who are allowed to sign up for lunch, and 3 families who are allowed to sign up for cleaning. This year, we are adding a 4th family. This will eliminate your donation option. So you would not have to pay anymore, but you will be the 4th family choosing 1 date for lunch and 1 date for cleaning. I hope I made that clear. The second question we were asked was, I already registered my child, but want to register myself now. What do I do? This question was for our registration coordinator, Jatin, from EC, but he's not here, so I'll take the liberty to answer on his behalf. Our current system now is based on per family. So if you are signing up your child in the first time, it might have asked you for donation. However, if you go back with the same family name, you will not be asked for that option. And that option will be disabled soon, so this problem will eliminate by itself. Now, for those who did pay the $400 in donation, please note that we will be reimbursing you. Please wait for our classes to start and our forms to go out. As soon as you have picked a lunch and a cleaning date, that contribution will be reimbursed back to you.
And the EC Jatin is going to help through that process.
The other question we were asked was, who is with me for lunch hosting? It's too early to say that right now because we are still going through registration. Usually by the end of the first 2 classes is when we have our entire list. And once that list comes, we will be sending it out to the Sangh. And as we just mentioned, we will be sending it out to the Sangh, especially to those people who have paid for donation to choose the family. So you will know who is with you. So that list is always sent by our food committee once we have all registrations complete. So please make sure you're registering and going through the process so that we can then figure out. And if there is any switching that, like something happened and you don't want that date, you can always work with our food committee and they'll be there to help you. However, they cannot guarantee that the switch might happen because 2 families need to be involved for that transaction. So if you want to do a switch, maybe reach out to a friend. Would you switch with me? And then go approach the food committee to make that swap.
Yeah, no, I think we have answered, yes, question? You will be reimbursed. Right now, you can give the names. Tejal will in person guide you through what to do. But don't worry about it, you will be added. And what dates and everything to be picked will be given to you later.
So the dates will be first come, first serve basis, in the sense once all the registrations are done, we will send a file to all of those people who have paid for donations, and whenever that file comes out to you, the first person who takes a date will get that date. You will have to choose one for lunch and one for cleaning. And what we can do is, just as a warning, we'll ask our food committee to send a message out saying that a list will be sent, you know, the next day or by tonight. So please be on a lookout for one to pick your most favorite dates. So that we can do that to just make it convenient for you guys, so that, you know, you guys are aware that the list will be sent out and you have that notification and you can go pick the most convenient date for yourself.
But at least the good thing is you don't have to pay, and you know, even if you can't be able to take the dates you want, you're still in that comfort zone of, you know, providing for the lunch. And please pass this message to the friends who are also waiting or hesitant to sign up for those reasons. We are trying to accommodate this. Once we get everything filled up, then we know that we can go through this process.
So with that, we have practically answered every question that was asked to us. If you have more questions, please raise your hand. So Jatin and Sandeep have already sent a message asking that if you want to register for JSSD membership, you have to email the treasurer with all the information. So if you're part of JSSD social WhatsApp, or if you're part of the JSSD email group, just go look at that email one more time. Right at the bottom, they'll ask you for your family information, your phone number, and you know, everybody in your family and their email addresses. So once you do that, you should be registered, and once you're registered, you'll be in the database to register for Pathshala also.
Great. So again, we are thankful. We are still working with EC, and we'll be jointly doing even better. So thank you for, you know, Manish Bhai, for your leadership, and we can all work together through all of these new areas. We welcome you all, and please send this message to others who are waiting to register and not doing it for the point of money.
So if there are not any more questions here, you can always, again, email us, message us, text us, call us if you have any more questions. But if there are no more questions now, I just want to express how lucky we are to have the presence of His Holiness Samanji here. So without further ado, I would like him on stage, because I know it's already 12:45. So could you please bless us with your presence right here on stage? Thank you.
Can we bring a chair for you here? Ajit, can you get a chair? Yeah. Mathe and Vandami, thank you for blessing us.
કંઈ નહીં, આમ જ ચાલુ કરી દેવાનું. યા પણ કંઈ વાંધો ચાલશે. ના એ સર વાંધો. ધમ્મો મંગ અહિંસા સંજમો તવો દેવાવિતમ નમન્સંતિ જસ્સ ધમ્મે સયામનો જસ્સ ધમ્મે સયામનો. परम आराध्य देव के श्री चरणों वंदन, सदगुरु के पावन चरणों वंदन, अध्यात्म प्रेमी भाइयों बहनों माताओं। मैं अपनी बात एक छोटी सी कहानी से करूंगा, शायद आप कुछ समझ जाओ इसमें से बहुत सारी बातें। एक राजा के दरबार में एक बहुभाषी आया। इतनी भाषा का जानकार था वो, और उसने राजा को चैलेंज किया कि जो मेरी असली भाषा बता दे तो मैं मान जाऊं ना। बड़े विद्वान बैठे हुए थे राजा के दरबार में। वो भाषा एक के बाद बोलता गया और सारे विद्वान बैठे हुए वो भी बड़े परेशान हो रहे थे कि पता नहीं इसकी कौन सी भाषा असली भाषा है। सभी भाषा के ऊपर उसकी पकड़ बड़ी मजबूत थी। तो राजा भी बड़ा असमंजस में पड़ गया कि अरे कोई इतने मेरे दरबार में ऐसा कोई विद्वान है ही नहीं जो मतलब इसको बता सके कि इसकी असली भाषा ये है। तो राजा ने मंत्री को बुलाया, बोले भाई मंत्री जी आप बताओ, बोले क्या करें, इसने तो बड़ा चैलेंज किया है। तो मंत्री ने कहा कि बोले राजा ऐसा करो, आज का दिन तो अवकाश ले लो, मेहमान आया हुआ है, कल इसके बारे में बात हम करेंगे आगे, उसको बुलाएंगे दरबार में और फिर हम बता देंगे इसके बारे में। तो राजा ने कहा कि भाई आप हमारे यहाँ पर मेहमान के रूप में आए हो, तो ऐसा करो आप आज हमारी मेहमान नवाजी स्वीकार करो और हम आपको। तो राज दरबार के अंदर में उसको रहने का बढ़िया सा जगह दिया और फिर शाम को खाना बाना भी खिलाया अच्छी तरह से भरपेट। और खाने के बाद आप जानती है आदमी को क्या आती है, ज़्यादा नींद आती है ना। अब जब खाया बड़ा अच्छा सा खिलाया और फिर बाद में रात को सोया बड़ी गहरी नींद से हो तो। और फिर राज दरबार जिसको राजा की अगर मानो कि मेहमान नवाजी मिले तो कैसी होती है ना, बड़ी ठाठ होते है बड़े तो बड़ी गहरी नींद में सोया हो तो रात को मंत्री ने क्या किया, एक ठंडे पानी की बाल्टी लेकर आया। कहाँ पे लेकर आया, जो मेहमान सोया था वहां पर लेकर आया और उसके ऊपर सीधी बाल्टी डाल दी। वो जैसे ठंडे पानी की बाल्टी डाली वो बोला कौन छे। उस मंत्री ने कहा कि तू गुजराती है, कितनी भाषा तू बोल ले, लेकिन जो हमारी असली भाषा जो होती है वो कभी जाती नहीं है। तो पाठशाला के अंदर भी जो हम बात कर रहे हैं, बहुत सारी बातें सुनी, लेकिन सबसे पहले क्या चीज है, धर्म पहले सिखाना चाहिए, बच्चों को भाषा पहले सिखानी चाहिए। क्या सिखाना चाहिए? सारे पेरेंट्स को पूछ रहा हूं मैं, बच्चों को नहीं पूछ रहा हूं, बच्चे तो कोई है ही नहीं यहां पर, तो एक आध बैठा है यहां पर, बाकी तो सब बाहर। पहले क्या सिखाना चाहिए? भाषा। भाषा अगर आएगी तो क्या आएगा? धर्म अपने आप आएगा। बच्चा आपके पास में 10-15 साल जितना रहता है, उस 15 साल की उम्र तक उसको बोल दो घर के अंदर भाषा हमारी बोली जाएगी, बाहर चाहे तुझे इंग्लिश जितनी झाड़ना हो झाड़ ले, बाहर कितनी भी इंग्लिश बोल ले, लेकिन घर के अंदर में क्या बोलेगा तू? हमारी अपनी भाषा ही बोलेगा। गुजराती हो तो गुजराती, हिंदी हो तो हिंदी, बोलना लिखना चलना समझना सब आना चाहिए उसको। इतना आ गया, दुनिया में कहीं भी छोड़ दो उसको, दुनिया में उसको कहीं भी छोड़ दो, चाहे अफ्रीका के जंगल में भी चला जाएगा, लेकिन फिर भी वो कहां से नहीं जुड़ेगा, वो छूटेगा अपने धर्म से, अपने संस्कार से, अपने कल्चर से कभी भी छूटेगा नहीं वो। तो सबसे पहले मैं तो यही कहूंगा, एज आप लोग पेरेंट्स हैं तो आपका सबसे बड़ा दायित्व एक ही है, आप बच्चे को भाषा सिखाए बचपन से ही। वो मां भी बोले तो पहले अपनी भाषा में ही मां बोले, है ना, और डैड और पहले से ही डैड कर देते ना, तो वो नहीं, अपनी भाषा कोई पहले से ऐसी डालो उसके अंदर में कि जिससे उसके संस्कार जम जाए। अरे यहां तक आपको पता है दुनिया के सारे कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन के अंदर में लिखा गया है, संविधान के अंदर में लिखा गया है कि सभी विदेशी चाहे कोई भी रहता हो, उन सभी को अपनी भाषा, अपना कल्चर, अपना रहन सहन, अपना खान पान आपको अपना जारी रखने का अधिकार है। क्या है? अधिकार है आपको। तो इसलिए आप चाहे तो देख लेना, अमेरिकन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन उठा के देख लेना आप, उसमें लिखा गया है, आपको इसके लिए कोई बाध्य नहीं कर सकता है। कोई बाध्य नहीं कर सकता है। आप साड़ी पहन के किसी के काम पे भी जाते हो, कहीं पर जाते हो, आपको कोई रोक नहीं सकता है, ध्यान रखना। क्यों? क्योंकि आपका अपना कल्चर जो है वो आपको प्रिजर्व करने का, सेव करने का पूर्ण अधिकार है। तो भाषा सबसे पहला हमारा काम होना चाहिए। बच्चों में हमारी भाषा बोलनी आनी चाहिए। और आजकल तो इतनी सारी चीजें हैं, यूट्यूब के माध्यम से और भी कितने माध्यम से इतनी सारी कहानियां बच्चों को अंदर सिखाने के लिए। ऐसे आप बचपन जैसे अभी देखते हैं ना, कई बार बच्चे बैठे हुए वो लेकर बैठ जाते हैं और उसमें फिर क्या करते हैं, वो ज्यादातर इंग्लिश ही देखते हैं। अरे आप उसको ब्लॉक कर दो, उसको बोलो हिंदी सुनते रहो, कहानी भी हिंदी सुनते रहो, गुजराती सुनते रहो। बहुत सारी चीजें हैं, बचपन से करता रहेगा तो आपको ज्यादा मेहनत करने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी। अपने आप इंग्लिश तो सीखना ही है, स्कूल में जाएगा तो सीखना है उसको। तो वहां पर आपके बिना सिखाए भी वो क्या होगा, सीख जाएगा। मैं थोड़ा सा पूछ लूं, जो हमारे पुराने, जो हमारे खास है, पायल बहन है, कोकिला बहन है, या जो बड़े बड़े हमारे हैं ना, आप इनको पूछ लो, क्या आप लोगों के बच्चे बोलते हैं आजकल? हैं? बहुत कम होंगे जो बोलते होंगे, ज्यादातर क्या बोलते हैं? और वो जनरेशन दिखती भी नहीं है। आज कौन सी दुनिया में खो गई, वो दिखती भी नहीं है कहीं पर, मंच पर कहीं आती भी नहीं है। मेरा तो 95 से अनुभव है इस अमेरिका में आने का। जिन बच्चों को हमने भी ट्रेन किया है, सिखाया है, आपको पता नहीं होगा शायद, हम कैलिफोर्निया के अंदर में, बे एरिया के अंदर में, जब मिल्पिटास का टेम्पल बना तब तक 90 से लेकर 2000 तक 4-4 महीने के चतुर्मास किए हुए, और 4 महीना तक लगातार हम बच्चों को सिखाया, सब कुछ किया है। लेकिन फिर भी वो बच्चे आज कहीं दिखते नहीं है। क्यों नहीं दिखते हैं? कहीं मंच पर दिखते नहीं, आते नहीं है। क्यों नहीं आते हैं वो? क्या बोलो? हाँ, भाषा नहीं बोलते इसलिए। हम चाहे लाख प्रयत्न कर ले या आप सिखाने के लिए, यहां पर श्लोक भी सिखा दो, पूजा पाठ भी सिखाओ, सब कुछ सिखा दो, लेकिन आप थोड़े से दुनियादारी के अंदर में चला जाएगा, सब क्या हो जाएगा? क्या हो जाएगा बोलो? थोड़ी सी धूप गिरती है ना, तो पानी भी क्या हो जाता है? भाप बन के डिसअपीयर हो जाता है, वैसे हो जाते हैं। ये मेरा अपना स्वयं का अनुभव में बता रहा हूं आपको। पूरे अमेरिका में भ्रमण किया हुआ है। बहुत सारे बच्चे, बहुत थोड़े हैं, ऐसी बात ही नहीं आते, थोड़े बच्चे हैं जिसको हम कह सकते हैं कि 10, 15 या 20% बच्चे हैं जो थोड़े वापस रिवर्स आते हैं। लेकिन ज्यादातर बच्चे जो है, पता नहीं दुनिया की इस माहौल में कहाँ खोए हुए हैं, कहीं नजर भी नहीं आते। तो भाषा सबसे पहली बात है। भाषा होगी तो अपना आप कहीं पर भी होगा, किताब उठा के पढ़ लेगा तो उसको नॉलेज अपना आप हो जाएगा, अपने आप होगा, उसको इंटरेस्ट बढ़ेगा। वो तो फिर कहीं भी जाएगा, चाहे हम यहाँ बात कर रहे होंगे, बाहर खेलता भी होगा, तो उसके कान में वो शब्द पढ़ते हैं ना, वो क्या करता है? समझता है। लेकिन जैसे मैं यहां वो बोलूंगा, वो जानता ही नहीं है, तो क्या करेगा? वो बोर हो जाएगा, वो कि हमारे काम का नहीं है, वो तो कहीं और। तो सबसे पहली बात है भाषा है। दूसरी बात है, हमारे इतने सारे लोग जो है प्रयास कर रहे हैं, बहुत बड़ा श्रम लगता है, ऐसी बात भी नहीं है। आप लोग इतना प्रयास कर रहे हैं, मैंने देखा, कब से सुन भी रहा हूं मैं। कभी कभी बीच में मेरे को भी थोड़ा ध्यान भी हो रहा है, कभी नींद भी आ रही मेरे को, थोड़ा सा कल उपवास भी था और थोड़ी बहुत नींद भी मेरे को आ रही, थकान भी है थोड़ी सी मेरे अभी भी। लेकिन श्रम कम नहीं हो रहा है, क्योंकि कभी भी अकेली उंगली कुछ नहीं कर सकती है, अकेली उंगली कुछ नहीं कर सकती है। सब जा साथ में मिलती है तो ही कुछ ना कुछ कार्य होता है। तो ये सारा समाज का जो हमारा दायित्व है, वो एक साथ, एक सबके साथ जुड़ने का होता है, सबके साथ जुड़ने का होता है। देखिए, सारी उंगली ऐसे देखो तो कोई समान नहीं है, समान है ऐसे कोई? लेकिन जैसे कौवा उठाने जाओगे, खाने के लिए कुछ उठाने के लिए जाओगे, क्या होगा? ये क्या हो गई? देख रहे हैं, सब समान हो गई। असमान होने के बाद भी थोड़ा सा ये करो, देखो सब समान हो गई, इक्वल हो जाती है। तो वैसे ही ये जीवन भी वैसा ही है। हम चाहे हमारे विचार, हमारे रहनी सहनी करनी सब अलग अलग हो सकता है, लेकिन जब जैसे ही समाज के अंदर हमारा काम होता है, हम एक साथ में जुड़ जाते हैं, और जब सब साथ में जुड़ते हैं तो उसकी ताकत और ही कुछ हो जाती है। तो वो जोड़ने का प्रयास करना चाहिए हमें। उसके लिए मेरा तो काम इतना ही है कि आपको मोटिवेट करना, तो उस बारे में आप थोड़ा सा चिंतन करें कि क्या करना है। लेकिन सबसे पहले, बच्चों से पहले तो पेरेंट्स के ऊपर वो अवेयरनेस आनी चाहिए जो स्वयं भीतर से सोचे कि हमें अपने बच्चे को क्या देना है, क्या देना है। क्योंकि हम धर्म की बात भी करते हैं, आत्मा की बात भी करते हैं, लेकिन बच्चों में सुरक्षित तो तभी रहेगा जब आप कुछ अपना एफर्ट डालोगे। बिना इसके तो नहीं होने वाला है, ये तो बात पक्की बता दूं मैं आपको। तो आपको स्वयं अपना बहुत कुछ सारा सेक्रीफाई भी करना पड़ता है। किस लिए करना पड़ता है? एक तो दूसरे में कि यहाँ पर जितने भी रहते हैं, ज़्यादातर इंडिया में तो क्या है कि घर में कौन कौन होते हैं? हाँ, ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स भी होते हैं, और ज़्यादातर बच्चे उनके पास ही आसपास में रहकर बड़े होते हैं, तो वो कहानियाँ भी सुनाते हैं, बातें भी ऐसी सुनाते हैं, उनका ध्यान भी रखते हैं, भाषा भी हमेशा वैसे बोलते हैं। लेकिन यहाँ पर तो हम उस एक जनरेशन से हमारा पूरा ही गैप हो जाता है, और जब गैप होने से बहुत सारी चीज़ें जो है हमारे जीवन के अंदर छूट जाती है। लेकिन जितना हमें है, हमारे पास में है, उतना तो कम से कम बच्चों को देने का प्रयास करें, उतना देने का जरूर प्रयास करें, तो ताकि ये हमारा कार्य आगे बढ़ सकेगा। तो समाज के अंदर में इस रूप में कुछ बातों का चिंतन, मनन और मंथन के द्वारा हम कुछ एक निष्पत्ति पर पहुंच सकते हैं, और जहां हम बच्चों को क्या सिखा सकते हैं। लेकिन टीचर लोग तो यहाँ पर सिखाएंगे तो कितना, सप्ताह में भाषा की अगर मानो क्लास भी करवाएंगे, सप्ताह में कितनी बार कराएंगे? एक ही क्लास होगी, है ना, और महीने में 2 बार होगी। अब बताओ, 2 बार क्लास होने से क्या बच्चा सीख जाएगा सब कुछ? हाँ, नहीं सीखेगा। लेकिन घर में पेरेंट्स को ही माहौल बनाना पड़ेगा, तब जाके ये सारी चीजें बनेगी। तो बच्चा अपने आप ही देखो, आप थोड़े दिनों में तो 4-6 महीने में तो क्या करेगा, वो फटाफट बोलने लग जाएगा, सब समझने लग जाएगा धीरे देर में। तो हर चीजों के लिए पेरेंट्स का दायित्व तो सबसे ज्यादा रहता है। तो चाहे फिर ये धर्म की क्लास भी जो पेरेंट्स सीखने आते हैं, उनके लिए भी दायित्व है, क्योंकि उनको भी समझना चाहिए जैनिज्म इतना बढ़िया महान मिला हुआ, इतना बढ़िया मिला हुआ है, जिसका किसी भी प्लेटफॉर्म पे जाके बात कर सकते हो हम। ये धर्म ऐसा संकुचित रूप में नहीं है, इतना साइंटिफिक है, इतना प्रैक्टिकल भी है। जितना साइंस है उतना प्रैक्टिकल है, और उतना ही आर्थिक व्यवस्था के अंदर में या एनवायरनमेंट के अंदर में, हर तरह के फील्ड के अंदर में उसको काम में लगाया जा सकता है। इतना डेप्थ है जैनिज्म देखा जाए तो उस रूप में हमें विचार करना चाहिए कि हम जैनिज्म के बारे में या अपने बच्चों को आगे बढ़ाने के लिए क्या करना चाहते हैं। तो ये बात हो गई हमारी, एक पक्ष की हो गई कि क्या हमें हमारे लिए इम्पोर्टेंस रखता है जीवन के अंदर में। और दूसरे रूप में यहाँ पर अभी जो व्यवस्था नए रूप में मैं भी देख रहा हूँ, और काफ़ी अच्छी व्यवस्था के रूप में मैंने देखा कि भी मैं भी थोड़ा एक्साइट था कि भाई इंडिया को इतने साल के बाद जा रहे हैं। क्योंकि पुराना तो हमारे को पता है कि श्री मंदिर के अंदर में हमने पर्यूषण लास्ट टाइम जब मैं आया था तब किया था, और इस बार अब नई रूप में सब सारा यहाँ पर हो रहा है। और ये आपका एक तरह से इस बार यहाँ पर नया सेशन मतलब पाठशाला का शुरू हो रहा है यहाँ पर। पहले तो करते आ रही है, क्योंकि काफ़ी सालों से आप लोग श्रम कर रहे हैं, और इस श्रम का थोड़ा बहुत परिणाम भी है कि आज इतना गैदरिंग हो रही है, इतना सब लोग किसी न किसी निमित्त से ही इकट्ठा होना शुरू हो रहा है। और इतनी बड़ी जगह के ऊपर भी हम अगर कार्यक्रम करते हैं तो ये भी एक बड़ा अच्छी बात है कि आपका इस समाज का, संगठन का और समाज की आगे बढ़ने की एक इच्छा है अंदर में कि हम आगे बढ़े। तो इस संकल्प के साथ में हम लोग आगे बढ़ने का प्रयास कर रहे हैं। तो मैं अपनी बातों को ज़्यादा नहीं, केवल भाषा के ऊपर और धर्म के ऊपर 2 चीज़ों पर हमें ध्यान देना है कि हमारा धर्म सुरक्षित रहे साथ में, जिसमें हम 3 चीज़ें कहते हैं ज़्यादातर, हमारी संस्कृति, हमारे संस्कार और हमारा सत्संग। ये तीनों हिस्सा है। संस्कृति हमारी जिस जैन परंपरा के अंदर में हमारी जो जैन संस्कृति है, उस संस्कृति को हमें गौण नहीं करना चाहिए, और हमारे जैन संस्कार। एक जैन आदमी बोलता है तो पता चलता है कि हाँ ये आदमी जैन है। उसके बोलने की भाषा, उनकी शैली, उनका रहन सहन, उनका खान पान, वो सारा झलकना चाहिए उसके अंदर में। और सत्संग का जो आजकल तो इतना बढ़ गया है, अब तो, पहले तो एक समय था कि लोग कहते थे कि यहाँ कोई स्कॉलर आते नहीं है, लेकिन अब तो स्कॉलर भी बहुत सारे आते हैं। और उसके अलावा कितने माध्यम भी है, यूट्यूब के ऊपर देखो कि फेसबुक के ऊपर देखो कि जूम के माध्यम से देखो, न जाने और कितने प्रकार के माध्यम है जिसके ऊपर हम धर्म को प्राप्त कर सकते हैं, जान भी सकते हैं। तो अभी बहुत सारे माध्यम भी है, लेकिन कहावत है, इस बात को कभी भूलना नहीं चाहिए, जो प्रत्यक्ष गुरु का सानिध्य मिलता है न, उसके जैसा सत्संग धर्म कहीं नहीं होता है। ये मेरा अपना मानना है। मेरा अपना मानना है प्रत्यक्ष का, यानी कि प्रत्यक्ष का मतलब क्या है, जब सामने होते हैं उसके द्वारा जो आपको ज्ञान मिलता है, उस ज्ञान की तुलना चाहे आप कितने ही प्रवचन सुन लो, यूट्यूब के ऊपर सुन लो या जूम के ऊपर भी अटेंड कर लो, लेकिन जो प्रत्यक्ष में जो मिलता है उसका महत्व कुछ और ही है। बहुत ही विलक्षण है वो, तो इतना विलक्षण है कि आपके सामने प्रत्यक्ष जब बैठते हैं तो गुरु जानता है, समझता है कि सामने वाले व्यक्ति के अंदर में किस प्रकार की बातें मुझे देनी है, कैसे देना है, उसको कैसे आगे ढालना है, वो सारा जानता है। और आपकी अगर शंका भी होगी तो उसका समाधान उस समय किया जा सकता है। ना टीवी कर सकता है, ना जूम भी नहीं कर सकता है, ना यूट्यूब भी नहीं कर सकता है, क्योंकि आपका शंका का समाधान तो किसके द्वारा होगा, जब प्रत्यक्ष आपके सामने कोई होगा तभी कर पाओगे। इसलिए आप देखो, जितने भी आगम, किसी की आगम को उठा के देख लो, भगवान महावीर स्वामी और प्रभु गौतम स्वामी दोनों के क्या है, हाँ क्या है, दोनों के क्वेश्चन आंसर है, इंटरेक्शन है। एक प्रश्न कर रहा है और एक जवाब दे रहे। तो ज्ञानी पुरुष जवाब दे रहे, यानी कि भगवान महावीर स्वामी तीनों काल के ज्ञानी है, तो क्या कर रहे हैं, उनके प्रश्न का जवाब दे रहे। जब जवाब दिया, वापस कोई शंका हुई तो भगवान ने उसका वापस समाधान किया। तो वैसे ही पूरे हमारे जितने भी आगम है, मेजोरिटी से आगम, वो सारे के सारे क्वेश्चन आंसर के रूप में ही है, मेजोरिटी। आप देखो, कोई भी उठा के देख लो, उसमें क्वेश्चन आंसर आपको मिलेगा ही मिलेगा। तो ये सत्संग का जो तरीका है वो इसी रूप में सबसे बड़ा महत्व है। तो इस बात पर ही मैं इतनी एम्फेसाइज करता हूँ, क्योंकि कभी कभार हम लोग यहाँ से वर्चुअल भी करते हैं, लोग सुनते भी हैं, लेकिन कभी कभार ये प्रश्न वाला एक चिंतन है। ख्याल हम कल बात करेंगे इस बारे में, तो कल शाम का हमारा सेशन है पर्यूषण की तैयारी के बारे में, तो उसमें हम बात करेंगे। तो ये 3 चीज़ों का महत्व है। दूसरा महत्वपूर्ण है, हमारे पास संपत्ति होना अच्छी बात है, संपत्ति का होना अच्छी बात है। क्यों? संपत्ति होती है हमारा पुण्य का प्रबल उदय। क्या चीज है? पुण्य का प्रबल उदय होने से आपको क्या मिलता है? संपत्ति। संपत्ति का मतलब गाड़ी है, मकान है, जो भी आपके आवश्यकता की चीजें है वो आपको सहज में क्या मिलती है? हो जाती है। तो संपत्ति का होना बहुत अच्छी बात है, और संतति का होना भी अच्छा है। किसका? संतति माने बच्चे। जिस परिवार में पैसा भी हो, साथ में बच्चे भी हो, तो अच्छी बात है। लेकिन तीसरी बात जो महत्वपूर्ण है, अगर वो नहीं है तो क्या है? जीवन क्या हो जाएगा? जीवन शायद पुण्यानुबंधी पाप में कन्वर्ट हो जाएगा। और वो क्या है? सन्मति। क्या होना? सन्मति। सन्मति का मतलब जिसकी सोच अच्छी हो, सोच अच्छी हो, वो अगर तीनों अगर साथ में से कंबाइन हो गया तो जीवन सोने में सुहागा है। क्या है? जीवन सोने में सुहागा है। नहीं तो क्या होगा? आपके पास संपत्ति अच्छी हो, संतति भी हो, लेकिन सन्मति नहीं हो, तो बहुत ही बड़ा जीवन के अंदर में दुख होगा। ये कैसे होगा? हमारे राजस्थान में कहावत कही जाती है। कहावत में कहते हैं, पूत सपूत तो धन संचय क्यों, पूत सपूत तो धन संचय क्यों, और पूत कपूत तो धन संचय क्यों। यानी कि कहते हैं कि पुत्र का अगर सुपुत्र यानी कि अच्छा संस्कारी है तो आपको धन इकट्ठा करने की जरूरत नहीं है। क्यों नहीं है? क्यों नहीं है? वो अपने आप ही संभाल लेगा अच्छी तरह से, क्योंकि इसके पास संस्कार अच्छे हैं। तो कहीं पर भी होगा तो अपने संस्कारों से क्या कर लेगा? वो अर्जन कर लेगा। और कुपुत्र हुआ तो भी धन संचय क्यों? क्यों? हाँ, लुटा देगा वो, है ना। यहां से लास वेगास दूर नहीं है ना। हाँ, वो उड़ा देगा। तो धन के साथ में कोई संबंध ही नहीं है, ध्यान रखना। जीवन में पेरेंट्स के लिए अगर एज ए पेरेंट्स आप हो तो आपका बेटे को या अपनी बेटी को देने का जो है वो क्या चीज है? हाँ, संस्कार। एक ही चीज है देने के लिए, वो संस्कार है। अच्छे संस्कार दोगे तो धर्म भी है, अच्छे संस्कृति भी सिखाओगे तो धर्म भी टिकेगा, सब कुछ आएगा उसके अंदर में। तो इसलिए इन चीजों के ऊपर ध्यान दे, थोड़ा सा चिंतन करें, मनन करें, क्योंकि ये जितना चिंतन मनन करोगे उतना ही जीवन के अंदर में निखार आएगा। और हमारी जो धर्म के संस्कार जो है, जिसको हम कहते हैं धर्म के संस्कार हम कहते हैं ना, वो क्या होंगे? आगे कैरी ऑन होंगे। नहीं तो फिर कहाँ क्या हो जाएगा? वो एक ही जगह पे रुक जाएगा। आपके तक तो ठीक है, क्योंकि आप तो क्या है, कहां से लेकर आए हो? हाँ, अपने पेरेंट्स से, अपने पूर्व भविष्य के साथ में, जो आपको जन्म भी इसी माहौल में मिला, उसी परिवार में आप बड़े पले हुए। लेकिन अगर आपने अपने बेटे को अगर नहीं दिया तो मेरे ख्याल से बहुत बड़ा प्रश्न मार्क है। अगर आपने अपने बच्चों को नहीं दिया तो क्या है? बहुत बड़ा क्वेश्चन मार्क है। क्योंकि जिस जीव को इस धरती पर लाते हो उस जीव के प्रति आपकी जिम्मेदारी भी होनी चाहिए। तो इसीलिए पैसे के पीछे ज्यादा जाने की जरूरत नहीं है। पैसा जरूरी होता है लेकिन पैसा नहीं। क्यों? क्योंकि पैसा और ये सब चीजें किससे मिलती है? आपकी पुण्याई से आपको मिलती है। आप सोचते मैं ज्यादा मेहनत करूंगा तो मुझे ज्यादा मिलेगा, नहीं, ऐसा नहीं है। पुण्याई से प्राप्त होता है। तो पुण्याई जो हमारी अच्छी होगी, धर्म अच्छा होगा, संस्कार हमारे अच्छे होंगे, तो अपने आप पीछे धन तो आपको स्वतः आएगा। उस पर ध्यान देना चाहिए। मेरी बात को यहीं पर मैं विराम देता हूं। आपका ये सेशन अच्छा हो और भी आगे बढ़े, और बच्चों को जो जिस लक्ष्य को लेकर हम यहाँ पर अभी नए सेशन में प्रारंभ कर रहे हैं, तो उसमें सारे टीचर्स भी और सारे दूसरे जो सहयोगी भी हमारे जितने जुड़े हुए समाज के लोग, वो भी इसके अंदर में विशेष ध्यान दें। तो मैं मानता हूँ कि शायद दोबारा जब भी आऊँ तो मुझे लगे कि किसी बच्चे से मैं बात करूँ तो अपनी भाषा में वो बोलता हुआ मुझे नज़र आए तो मुझे अच्छा लगेगा। क्योंकि मुझे अच्छा लगेगा का मतलब ये नहीं कि मेरे को अच्छा लगाने के लिए मत करना, ध्यान रखना। हाँ, करना आपको किस लिए है? उनके स्वयं के भविष्य को लेकर, और आपको भी अपने भविष्य में निश्चिंत होने के लिए करना है। मुझे तो अच्छा लगेगा, इसमें क्या दिक्कत है? आप वो तो आप चाहे रट्टा मार के इसको सिखा के ले आओ मेरे सामने तो बोल भी देगा, होते ना। तो मुझे अच्छा दिखाने के लिए नहीं करना है, करना उसी लिए है ताकि हम सोचे कि हमारे बच्चे आगे जाकर इस धर्म को कैसे आगे बढ़ा सकते हैं, वो बढ़ा कैसे सकते हैं। तो उसके लिए हमें थोड़ा सा चिंतन जरूर करना चाहिए। तो ये सी मंगल कामना आप सबके प्रति कर रहा हूँ कि आप लोग इस बारे में खूब चिंतन करते हुए, मनन करते हुए, और समाज में जहाँ कहीं पर भी अगर ऐसी अपेक्षा हो तो मुझे कभी भी आप मुझे कॉल कर सकते हैं। मैं कॉल के माध्यम से कोई अपनी ओर से जो कुछ सुझाव दे सकता हूँ या मार्गदर्शन दे सकता हूँ वो देने का मैं जरूर प्रयास करूँगा। तो अभी की बात को विराम दे रहे हैं। और कुछ बातें मांगलिक करूँ? मांगलिक कर लूँ? मांगलिक करें? चलिए, दोनों हाथ जुड़े हुए सब अपने स्थान के पर खड़े जाएंगे। शरीर स्थिर, मन शांत, विचार शांत, आंखें कोमलता से बंद। नमो अरहंताणं, नमो सिद्धाणं, नमो आर्याणं, नमो वज्झायाणं, नमो लोई सब्ब साहूणं। एसो पंचन मुक्कारो सब्ब पावपणासनो मंगलानम च सव्वे सिंपढ़मम हवई मंगलम। श्री श्री चत्तारी मंगलम अरहंता मंगलम सिद्धा मंगलम साहू मंगलम केवलीपनत्तो धम्मो मंगलम। चत्तारी लुगुत्तमा अरहंता लुगुत्तमा सिद्धा लुगुत्तमा साहू लुगुत्तमा केवलीपनत्तो धम्मो लुगुत्तमो। चत्तारी शरणं पवज्जामि अरहन्ते शरणं पवज्जामि सिद्धे शरणं पवज्जामि साहू शरणं पवज्जामि केवलीपनतं धम्मं शरणं पवज्जामि। ये चारों ही शरणा सगा और न सग्गो कोई, जे भवि प्राणी आदर क्षय अमृपदे अंगूठे अमृत बसे लब्धि तणा भंडार। श्री गुरु गौतम ने समरि सदा मनवांछित फल दातार। भावे भावना भाविये भावे दीजिए दान, भावे धर्मार्थे पामे पद निर्वाण। मंगलम भगवान वीरो मंगलम गौतमो गणी, मंगलम स्थूलिभद्राद्या जैन धर्मोस्तु मंगलम। सर्वमंगल मांगल्यम सर्वकल्याणकारणं प्रधानं सर्वधर्माणां जैनम जयति शासनम जैनम जयति शासनम। बोलो जिन शासन देव की, श्री आदिनाथ भगवान की, श्री शांतिनाथ भगवान की, श्री समन भगवान महावीर स्वामी की, सत्य धर्म की, अहिंसा परमो धर्म की। हाँ जी हाँ जी।
Did not take annual event the last year if they were enrolled in Pathshala, and if they didn't take their Prabhavna, we have our Pathshala activity coordinator outside. Please feel free to take your Prabhavna for last year. Thank you so much. Jai Janendra. Thank you everybody.